Hey, this is my first progress vlog for the week of, what was it, May 18th? The first week. I know that this is just the first week of classes, but with this week's readings, I don't feel like I learned anything new. I've considered myself to be seriously interested in feminist politics for about a year or two now. I reblog a lot of resources and information on Tumblr, and I actually get a lot of anon hate on there with stuff like, why do you hate men so much? Or why are you a misandrist? And I'm just like, cry me a river, sweetheart. They're missing the point entirely. Like Bell Hooks said in our reading this week, feminism isn't anti-men, it's anti-sexism. I think that one thing that was important to note in Bell Hooks' book was that she emphasized the importance of sisterhood. I wasn't able to film all of this in one sitting, so oops. The goal of feminism isn't going to be realized if women continue to hate on each other and compete for male attention. Like, say if some guys in a class of mine catch me slut-shaming another girl or hating on her for any other reason, they're going to think that it is then acceptable for them to do it. And that's not true, and it's not okay for me to hate on other girls either. And unfortunately, I have been guilty of such behavior in the past, like, say in high school and even last year in my freshman year in college. Say I liked a boy, but then he ended up dating some other girl. I'd hate on the girl and not the guy. I mean, I shouldn't be competing so hard for a guy's attention. I should be supporting my fellow sisters, really. Competition between women for the attention of men is something that the patriarchy encourages, and in order for feminism to be successful, we need to get away from that. When I first started thinking about what I wanted to do for my praxis project, I was a little stumped because, for example, I don't already shave my legs. I haven't since October, and I don't wear makeup on a regular basis. But there is one thing that I've been wanting to do, but haven't been able to do successfully, and that is not shave my armpits anymore. There are a couple people in my life that I really admire who don't shave their armpits anymore. For example, my friend Ray, who is assigned female at birth but identifies as gender fluid, hasn't shaved their armpits since last year. And they're confident enough to wear dresses with all that hanging out. And my own sister hasn't shaved her own armpits in 2 months. And, like, when I saw that when I came home after the spring semester, I was so proud of her. But for whatever reason, I can't seem to do it for myself. I get self-conscious and I feel like I get really sweaty if I grow out my armpit hair for too long. And, you know, with it being summer now, it's even harder to not be aware of that new feeling. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I still get weirded out when I see other women with hairy armpits. But then I think about, you know, the double standard for women to be completely hairless in comparison to men who get to be as hairy as they want. They don't have to shave their legs, their armpits, nothing. And that really bothers me. I actually had a boyfriend last year who expected me to shave my legs. He was a long-distance boyfriend. I didn't get to see him very often. And it was a couple months ago that I had stopped shaving my legs. I had visited him, my legs hadn't been shaved, he didn't comment on it, but then my mom teased me the next week when I visited home, and, you know, on the phone with the then boyfriend, I told him, like, is my mom really getting after me for this? He identified as a feminist, but he actually had the nerve to tell me, I know this isn't very feminist of me, but I don't like your leg hair. Who are you to tell me what I should do with my body and to criticize it? So yeah, we hadn't been getting along for a while, but that was honestly the last straw for me, and I broke up with him 2 days later. It was great. Ex-boyfriend bashing aside, I'm actually looking forward to this project. I hesitated at first because I thought my boss wouldn't like it. I've been working at the business library a lot, but then I realized that's exactly why I should do it. So that concludes this week's vlog. I am very excited to make people uncomfortable with my hairy armpits, if they grow out enough in time. You can't really see anything now, and I haven't shaved since Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be more noticeable in time. See you guys next week.